Hey everyone, Cinza here, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. Now in this video, I just want to talk about how unprepared I was for AR40 and how maybe you can get a little bit more prepared than I was. So I'm fighting this wolf and it's not so bad. It takes a little bit long. I'm not going to show the whole fight, but I was still able to kill it. So that's pretty good. Being able to kill the world boss, you know, whenever you first reach the next rank, because I just got to 40 like a couple days ago. But this is the first time when I just had trouble. You know, it's pretty rough out there, and you definitely want to, if you're not already AR40 or you're close to AR40, or even if you're much lower than that, you definitely want to make sure that you're following all those tips that you might have heard from me or other people to build your one or two characters. Don't try and spread yourself too thin, and make sure that you have like differing elements, because AR40 is where it really ramps up. And I will show you the good things about AR40, as well as how difficult AR40 can be, and higher. And it's just going to get harder from there. So let's go ahead and start. Alright, so let's talk about AR40 Plus real quick, the World Rank 5, before I show you a little bit of how difficult it can be. So the enemies definitely hit hard. Now the regular enemies out in the world, they're not so bad. If you look at your book here, the bosses, the regular like mini bosses, I would say, they're not that high level. I mean, some of them are higher than others. This one's only 59. This one's like 66. Now they still hurt. Especially like those Fatui people can hurt if you're not prepared. But if you've ascended one or two people, it's not going to be that bad. The outcrop ley line, the wealth one, you get 52,000 per. So if you need money, that's not a bad way to spend money. The resin situation does kind of suck, but it is what it is. If you need money, spend a day farming like 52,000 per. That's like what, 104,000 each, every 2 1. So that's not so bad. Pretty decent money. If you need some character experience, the Revelation's not bad. But there's also the event going on now that you can do. Alchemy event going on. But that's going to go away pretty soon. But yeah, the enemies drop. I've noticed that they definitely drop their stuff more frequently. The little, like the mini bosses, I've had a higher chance. It's not guaranteed, but a higher chance of the purple gear and the purple materials, and blue and purple materials. The regular enemies that you just find out, they drop their stuff more frequently. One of the biggest things is the domains, the artifact domains that you probably were not doing before. Yeah, those are pretty good now because they have a chance to drop 5 stars now. And this is definitely the way to go if you can do it. I definitely stress if, at least for the ones you're looking for, because I tried going into this one, I couldn't do it. It was too hard. They were all electric enemies, so most of them were immune to my electricity. Well, all the slimes were immune to my electricity, so I had to rely on Chi Chi, and they're weak to ice, but I couldn't. Yeah, she just couldn't carry the group. But these are special sets, so like this is the pyro resistance set. Not really what I want, though the 4-piece does look kind of nice, but what I'm looking for is the Crimson Witch set, because of Klee coming out. But they have different ones, all over. So like this one, I think is like physical damage. This one's pretty good, I think. The 5-star, yeah, this is physical damage, and after defeating an enemy, then charge damage is increased and stamina is reduced. And then the noblest set if you're looking for that. So they got, there's definitely some good rewards. You are going to have, higher chance again at good rewards for doing the world bosses of the wolf and then the Valen up here. I got, 5-star from that, but you can get 5 stars before that. And yeah, it's just better. You're going to get more materials and be easier to ascend. So now I'm just going to go ahead and show you how difficult some of the domains can be by doing this, higher level, which is I think the max level, weapon ascension domain. Alright, so now we're in here. It's electric enemies again. That sucks for my characters, but I'm actually able to complete it. It'll take a little bit, so I probably won't show the entire thing, but you can just kind of see just from me playing how how much harder these enemies hit and how like important it is to have your have your weapons up, have your your characters ascended, and this is also greatly where your artifact sets come into play. I've had bad luck getting my artifacts, so I have multiple 5-star artifacts, but like none of them, except for like the last one that I got for getting to World Rank 40. Besides that one, like none of them are really that great, and I sadly just don't have I also just don't have that many artifacts. So even if I have one good artifact, but I can't really power it up that much because I just don't have that much fodder to use. So there's a huge jump in world rank now. Like for honestly for me the past world rank like 35, it wasn't that big of a jump. It wasn't so bad. I mean, yeah, it cost a lot of materials to ascend everybody, but and it cost a lot of money, but the content wasn't that difficult. When you get to 40, if you don't, if you're not prepared, if you don't have enough materials to like level up, and then like your talents cost so much too, if you're not prepared for that, then you're gonna have a hard time. That 40 to 50, that 40 to 45 mark is gonna be a little difficult, and it's just gonna take you, a while. Like I am, like as you can see, my character's struggling right now, and it's not terrible. I'm 75, but the enemies are 80. And my weapon is only like, what level is my weapon actually? Yeah, my weapon is only 73. So, and it's a 5-star weapon. But yeah, it's difficult. That's the main goal of this video. The main point of this video is AR40 gets difficult. If you think you're having an easy time in the game, once you get to AR40, that's going to change. You have a lot of materials, or you have the right characters. I'm just unfortunate enough the stuff I need is lightning. If I was fighting other stuff, it wouldn't be that bad. But yeah, that's why I suggest 2 strong characters. But that's all for this video. Just wanted to show how hard AR40 can be, how you need to prepare, and some at least good things about it is the higher level gear. If you liked the video, please give a like and subscribe for future videos. And as always, thanks for watching.